So this video is going to be about YouTube Partner Program terms and conditions, as well as the monetization update for the revenues and all that. So yeah, it's for June 15. So two of the craziest things YouTube is doing is one, offering paid subscription, but not paid subscription to subscribers or whatever. That's already exists. I'm talking you pay YouTube a small fee and you don't have to see ads. Now, what this is going to mean for everyday YouTubers and YouTube channels, that's another harder question to ask. But I think in the end, like always, when there's a revision of some sort, it usually means less money to pretty much everybody. Well, at least to the YouTube content makers. So that's not a good thing. Another thing I noticed in the YouTube terms of service was that they don't have to pay you if you don't have a valid bank account or a way for them to give you the money, which sort of makes sense. But for instance, anybody who's making YouTube for a little while and just getting started, maybe hasn't linked their bank account yet, that money that you're making, you probably might not get it because it says it so right there in the terms of service that if you don't have a connection for them to give it to you somehow, then you're not eligible to get it. Also, I believe they decreased the percentage that you get paid, so that's not good. Monetization revenues. YouTube pays you as follows. YouTube will pay you 55% of net revenues recognized by YouTube from ads displayed or streamed by YouTube, or an authorized third party on the content watch pages or in the YouTube videos player in conjunction with streaming of your content. YouTube is not obligated to display any advertisements alongside your videos and may determine the type of format of ads available on your YouTube service. For clarity, YouTube reserves the right to retain all other revenues derived from the YouTube service, including any revenues related to ads on search results. Subscription revenues. YouTube will pay 55% of total new revenues recognized by YouTube from subscription fees that are attributed to monthly views or watch time of your content as a percentage of monthly views or watch time of all the subset of participating content in the relevant subscription offerings, as determined by YouTube. If your content is included in and viewed by a user in multiple subscription offerings, YouTube will pay based on subscription offerings with the highest amount of net revenues recognized by YouTube, as calculated by YouTube. Payment requirements. In order to earn or receive payment of any revenue hereunder, you must at all times have an active AdSense account associated with your YouTube account, or such other payment method as required by YouTube. YouTube does not owe you for any revenues that may be associated with your current content during any period of which you do not have a valid method of payment. Payment terms, limitations, and taxes. YouTube will pay for any revenues due within approximately 60 days after the end of the calendar month, so long as your earned balance is $100 or equivalent in local currency. At the time the payment is due, you are not entitled to earn or receive any revenues in connection with your content in any of the following circumstances. If one or more third parties claims rights to certain elements of your content, except in cases where YouTube policies or systems support sharing a portion of your revenue with you, as determined by YouTube. If monetization is disabled on content by either YouTube or your partner participation in YouTube Partner Program is suspended or terminated and pursuant to Section 4 below. YouTube will use reasonable efforts to notify you if any of these circumstances should occur. Termination. Either party may terminate these terms for convenience within 30 days prior written notice to other, including via electronic means. YouTube may either suspend or terminate your participation in YouTube Partner Program immediately upon written notice, including via electronic means. If YouTube reasonably determines or suspects that you have violated these terms, for clarity, in the event of any termination of these terms, the YouTube Terms of Service will survive and continue to apply to your use of YouTube's service. Government law. The government law and dispute resolution provisions of YouTube's terms of service will apply to these terms. Capitalized terms used by not defined in these terms will have meanings given in such terms in YouTube service of these terms replace all previous or current agreements between you and YouTube relating to the YouTube Partner Program, including any prior monetization agreements that are in effect between you and YouTube as the effect date. Except as modified by these terms, the YouTube Terms of Service remain in full force and effect. YouTube's right to modify or revise the terms of service as described to YouTube Terms of Service. You will also apply to these terms. Okay.